Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Axion Token YouTube channel. I've got a special guest. Who is it?
It's
Prana.
Ruckus or Prana.
Yeah. Prana, aka Ruckus. 3,000? Yeah.
Yeah, 3,000.
What's the 3,000 about? I never asked you, but
I don't know. It just sounds futuristic and sounds cool to me, so I wanted to put that on there at the end.
yeah, it sounds cool to me too. I probably would have used 3,000 myself.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, so welcome everybody to the chat. Of course, if you're new, subscribe to the channel. Definitely subscribe. Smash that like button. Hit the bell, of course, for future videos. We've got lots of stuff coming down the road for 2022. I've been saying that all year, and it is coming, and it's been very cool. And, of course, we've got the near-term stuff. Those were our list of 12 items. And then we've got the longer play. And, of course, that's what we're going to talk about a little bit today. And, of course, we're going to be giving you a heads up about some stuff that's coming down the pipeline this week. Coming up. This week coming up. So stay tuned for that. And, of course, let's get into it. We've got Kim in the house. This sounds good, sir and or sirs. And, of course, Kim says, my dollar cost average buys over the last few months have been dumped on maybe a Tron-style burn. Possibly. You could say so. But, hey, that's what happens. But things are looking bright. That DCA dollar cost average strategy is a good strategy to play out for sure. And, of course, back in 130 hours, well, it's 130 hours. It's past 90 minutes. It's just gone poof like that. And Kim is in the house. So nice. Nicholas is in the house as well. Mind-blowing. It's going to be mind-blowing too. So the title of the video, of course, let me just pull that up. Make sure. Actually, I didn't even realize I haven't got the channel up. Let me just switch that around and pull up the studio to make sure my audio is up and running. Cool. Get into the chat, folks. We love a vibrant community chat. Get in there. We've got lots to talk about today. So hold on to your hat, like my little hat cap, and we're going to get going with that. Let me just pull this up here. Woohoo! All right. It's probably on. Oh, it's already got the live on there. That's nice. I'm not sure how I got stuck out of that, but I did. All right. So let us see how we're going. I'm waiting for that. Got some stuff going on there. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Bam. All right. So let's have a look here. Bear with me, folks. All right. I think the audio's going. Audio's going good. So sweet. We're up and running. All right. So Prana says, what's the big news? What's the big news? Well, Prana's on the live stream with me. So there we are.
Nah, that's not it.
Prana's on the live stream. Congratulations. That's the big. No, it's kidding. Right. So the video is Axion's exciting big plans for the future that you never saw coming, and neither did I. So none of us saw it coming. And, of course, it's coming this week. This week, of course, it's going to be cool. Axion is about to talk about some amazing things in crypto. DeFi 3.0 is coming to Axion. 3.0, I wish I had more than 3 fingers, but I only need 3 fingers. 3.0 is coming to Axion. You guys are all a part of it. If you've got Axion, you've staked Axion, you're going to be able to participate in this big time. And, of course, Axion is a long life investment. Think of Hex. Hex is 15 years. Think of Wise, 15 years. Think of Axion, 15 years. These are the big kingpin certificate of deposit on the blockchain. And, of course, they've expanded out to an ecosystem, and Axion has done that. That's a big special thing about Axion, is that the ecosystem is pretty much expanding. And, of course, you guys are going to love what's coming down the pipeline this week. So we're going to talk a bit more about that as we get in there. Let's go through the chat. We've got a few other people. We've got Oblio in the house. Oblio's in there too. Announcements. Yeah, they're coming. And, of course, Andreas is in the house. Of course, one of the core team there. And, of course, what is it? A moderator on this channel. Hype intensifies. It does intensify, folks. And, of course, you guys are getting kind of a little bit of a head up here because it's going to be exciting. And now Kim's in the house. I'm back. You're back. Hour and 30 minutes later, Kim is back in the chat. Great to see everybody, of course, as we build up. So get into the chat, folks. Say hello. And, of course, we're going to get on to it. Here we go. So we've got Axion in here. And this is the Axion website. It looks beautiful, as I always say. I think this is the best in crypto. Hats off to Pullen and the marketing team. And Axion core. So very, very cool. So when I say core, I'm talking about the core team in Axion. That includes marketers and moderators and all good people like that. And so here we go with this website. Looks amazing. Of course, if you haven't got Axion, you want to participate in the future of Axion, which is going to be, you're going to see a big part of the roadmap coming out this week on the Axion Live. So we're going to talk about that shortly. But of course, you can pick up Axion, stake it, and participate You can see the calculators on the website to discover how much you can earn. You can also check out the fact that you can, every time you go through the accelerator, which is where you get most of the bonuses, you get a particle NFT, and that could give us a bonus investment through the collider. So really buy and stake in one go through the accelerator, and then also get a particle NFT you can put into the collider, and you potentially got a 1 in 25 chance of winning a bonus investment. So it's pretty awesome. We're going to look at some of the numbers of that later on. And of course, here's the overall numbers for Axion here. So you got 75% is staked. You got 48% is staked for 15 years, which is mind-boggling. That is the best in crypto, definitely the best out of the CD market or the certificate deposits. Amazing stuff there, 48%. 25% is circulating supply, and then 180 BTC has been paid out to stakers so far, and of course 17,000 active wallets. So pretty impressive ecosystem, and it's just going to grow this year as well. And you guys are a big part of that happening. So it's going to be pretty exciting, folks. Also, obviously, the Axion is secure. It's got all the audits, and the security is number one. These guys in the Axion team just keep your security really importantly at the top of the level, or priority, I should say. And of course, you also get the launch pad. You get early access to IDOs, pre-sale, discounted prices, all that good stuff in the launch pad. So it's really cool. You get a chance to diversify your return on investment. You have different projects, and it's good to have a little bit of a diversified portfolio. So Axion gives you that added, typically discounted or pre-sale opportunities, and that's really cool to get into. And we're going to talk a little bit about that later on. So very nice. Also, the other side of Axion, of course, lots of good communication comes out. Next week is going to be full of it. So we're going to talk about that as we go. So pretty awesome. The other big thing, of course, Axion is a big community and growing. And of course, community is number one. You've really got to enjoy the journey as well as the end game. So it's pretty cool. All right, so that's the website, folks, Axion.network. The link is in the video description. If you want to buy and stake Axion, definitely do your investment due diligence, and then you can either buy how to buy off the market, or you can go through the accelerator and get all the extra bonuses, and you can stake straight away in one go, which is pretty unique to Axion. So get into that for sure. The other thing, of course, you can check out news on the news updates there. And of course, you can find out the latest and greatest stuff. And so we're going to quickly go through this because we had an awesome update here for 2022 update. Now, this is kind of the near-term update for things that are happening near-term and over more possibly short-term periods, so near to short-term period. And then, of course, on top of that, we've had a few other updates here. KYC onboarding was ticked off. Axion launched a Legion network, an update on that. Of course, they're going to delay going live period. On top of that, of course, that Axion official YouTube is starting to ramp up their 2 weekly shows. And of course, they've done cool updates there with the Hangouts. So you've definitely got to check that out. So there's a lot more Axion official stuff happening. Obviously, Axion Token, Crypto Casino, and Prana and other channels like that are supportive as content creators. So we support the Axion official promotions. And of course, Axion official did a really cool giveaway with Legend Nano. So we got lots of giveaway winners there. So that was pretty exciting too. So you can get all the latest updates there as well. I love that about Axion, that they're always update and fresh. The stats also on the homepage are always updated in real time. A lot of websites you get, old data something there, but not Axion, always up to date. And this site is the best of the best. I just love the site for sure. All right, so let's go check out some of the content creators. We've got Crypto Casino in the house, of course. Do go and subscribe. If you check the channels tab, you can subscribe to Crypto Casino. Does wonderful stuff talking about Axion, talking about all the launch partners, the opportunities, getting early news. So you get some early insights, getting some good investments. So you got a better chance of getting a nice return on investment, a bit of uptake there. So definitely check out that. Also, if you check out Crypto Casino's latest video, you'll see that he's got a little bit of insight there, a little bit of snapshot in there about what's coming up this week. So definitely check out that. It was a bit of a teaser from him, but I won't tell you what it is about. It's about halfway through, and you can definitely check out that little teaser from Crypto Casino. Very exciting. So, hey, we may even have Crypto Casino on this live stream. You just never know. Could be happening soon. We'll see what happens there. So that's Crypto Casino. Of course, this is the big news, right? The big news, of course, the big plans that you've never saw coming, as the video title says, is Axion official. Coming up this week is going to be an awesome show. I don't know if they're just doing one or two, but you're going to get some stuff about what's happening in the future, and it is really mind-blowing. You guys are going to love it. As investors in Axion or potentially new investors, you are going to be super excited for what they're rolling out. Really DeFi 3.0. And I'm not going to say too much more than that, although there's a lot of impressive components to it. I was super impressed, and I was like clapping. I got a little sneak preview, not the full thing, but a good sneak preview. And man, oh man, I was super excited, super pumped. And you know me, I'm normally kind of, critically evaluating the right balance of things. And man, oh man, they're doing a lot of things I had always wanted them to do. They've already done some terrific things. That's how we've got to where we are today. But man, oh man, the future looks absolutely pumped. 10x factor. It's really going to be exciting. So they've got a lot of roadmap coming out there. I don't want to give too much away from that. But let's just say a DeFi 3.0 is coming. And so stay tuned for Axion Official's live stream. You've definitely got to watch it. And it looks like they may even have a couple of sessions on that as well. So definitely stay tuned. But some of the things will be around the tokenomics. And some of the things will be about the future roadmap coming up of things. And man, it is super good for long-term investors. Yeah, just stay tuned for that. I think it's pretty awesome. And you will not see this. These are things you will not have seen coming from Axion. And it's going to be a surprise to the upside. It's also going to add a lot of value to investors. And that is the ultimate goal of all these initiatives that are coming up. And of course, that's going to add a lot of value to investors. And that's what we're here all about, is adding more and more investor value. So it's going to be pretty exciting to see that. Prana says, clap all, nice one. And Kim says, you're probably the best site for ramping sirs. Hey, no problem, Kim. Appreciate that. And on exchange listings, perhaps. Yeah. So there's lots of stuff that we're expecting. Obviously, things around exchanges, obviously things around debit cards and things like that. But there's a lot of stuff coming up that's completely that you'd not have seen before from Axion, that's not even been sniffed out. It's coming, and it's going to be pretty exciting. Do you have any idea, Prana, of what? Have you had any sneak peeks into what's coming?
Well, I watched Crypto Casino's video from like 18 hours ago, and you just made a mention of what is it, debit cards or something debit related. So I don't know if that,
yep.
So I don't know if that's anything related with this big news, but I have no clue other than that.
See, well, the big news is bigger than all of that. Let me just say that it's going to be, that's just one of the cool components, but it's really, really exciting. And of course, this is going to be rolling out this year. Okay, so it's not all going to be next week, but it is. Some of the stuff's going to be pretty soon, and some of it's going to be in the medium period. Some is going to be towards the end of the year, but it's all going to be awesome. Really is exciting. And of course, the value add to investors is the main outcome. It really is all being done for that, to add more value, financial value to the investors of Axion. It's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And I think a lot of people in the community have been waiting for this. So we're really stoked. So definitely go and subscribe to Axion Official. If you haven't checked that out, of course, once again, go subscribe to Crypto Casino. If you see the channels tab here on Axion Token, you'll see Crypto Casino. And then, of course, you can jump over to Axion Official also is there. And you can subscribe there as well. And then you can wait because it's coming out. Also check Telegram and Discord. They'll be having a video out on that. It's going to be really, really exciting. I don't want to give too much away because the team has got something awesome in store. And, of course, you don't want to let all the chickens out of the roost, as it were.
Did you have to sign an NDA with them?
No, I've signed no NDA. It's just a trust level. And, of course, you know me, I'm trustworthy on this channel. So what stays in Vegas, or what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Yeah.
So it's definitely coming. But I'm just saying to you that I'm impressed because, you know me, I've always been recently trying to get the right balance in my evaluations about stuff. And I think this is a really great direction. And it's going to lead on to even greater things. So I really see Axion as a multi-year development project. It's already well over 1 year now in maturity. Was it coming up to about 1 year and 3 months or something like that? And of course, on the road to 2 years is a really, that second year phase, that turnover by the end of this year, Axion will be a real powerhouse. And I think everyone will be super excited about having got involved. Obviously, with the price chart, you've had to endure, a certain amount of selling, particularly when the tokenomics had so many big OGs at the beginning. And of course, some of the way the auctions were run and other things, other issues, that the challenges that the team has been working to overcome. And I think have done a stellar job in heading us in the right direction. But what's coming up in the future that is on the new roadmap, this is completely fresh, folks, completely new. And of course, you guys are going to love it, I'm sure. So stay tuned for that. Keep your ears on the ground. Spread the word about it. And of course, let's get a really big audience for Axion Official when they do the announcements. And it's going to be pretty awesome, folks. So let's really spread the word. I think that's the best thing we can do is get everybody listening to what the team's got it coming ahead. So if you've staked in Axion for 15 years, you've staked in Axion for 5 years, 2 years, you're going to get excited about this because this is going to be really, really fundamental. And let me give this. It's DeFi 3.0, and it's going to add a lot of value. Let me put it that way. That's about as much as I've said. I've said a little bit about debit cards, but other than that, it's definitely coming up. So get excited. I am excited. I really want to say a lot of stuff, but I'm not the official team, so I'm not going to be spilling any of the stuff I know. But hey, it's exciting. Let me just say that much. And there will be feedback as well, some feedback opportunities, as I understand it. So you'll be able to give some feedback. It's going to be pretty cool to do that. Kim says number 5, thumb up. Yes, definitely smash that thumb. Hit the like button. Subscribe as well. And Oblio says once Axion is discovered, more people, it will blow up. Yeah. And so the things that are coming out this week from the team, they're going to be doing that. You guys, when you see it, you're going to go, oh, this is so exciting. I'm so glad I've stuck by Axion. I'm in Axion because it really is that next phase in Axion's story. So it's really, really cool. Man, I really want to say something, but I'm not going to say anything because, what sort of cool friend would you be if you're telling all the secrets, right? So anyway, but it's going to be cool. Huh? What's that, Prana?
I totally forgot what DeFi 3.0 is because what's his name? Dead Poet actually explained it on the Axion official show on his presentation, what a DeFi 2.0 is and what DeFi 3.0 is. I totally
maybe I've given away a bit. Maybe I've given away a little bit there. Anyway, so definitely check that out. Ready for Axion, says Kim. Absolutely. So I encourage you to tell everybody that you know in the Axion community. I encourage you to tell new people in other communities about Axion and get them to watch what's coming up with the Axion official coming up this week, on Monday, I believe, somewhere in that period. So it's going to be cool. And Nicholas says, is the NFT Galaxy going live? Now, that is going to go live soon. And hopefully we'll probably hear about that this week too, is my guess. I'm just guessing there, speculating, Nicholas. Maybe Andreas knows something, but other than that, that's my expectation. That's coming pretty soon. Now, the only thing that was held up for last time was originally was the artwork, and then I think they've done a lot of that stuff from what I can tell. And of course, I'm not sure if they're going to be doing modeling around the secondary market that would create. Definitely it's going to be open for a week at least on the transferability. So hopefully we'll find out more information on the Galaxy NFTs. So for those that don't know, folks, Axion, every stake that you make in Axion is going to be able to be converted into a non-fungible token. It is a premium service, so you do have to pay a small fee for that in Matic. I think it's Matic, yeah. And of course, with all those NFTs or non-fungible tokens, you'll be able to have a fancy little galaxy as well, a visual galaxy, and they'll all be individually customized to the parameters of your stake. So the amount of your stake, the length of your stake, things like that. So maybe even the name of your stake. Who knows? If you name your stake, maybe they'll have a parameter around your name that you make. I didn't think of that till now.
Yeah, so possibly.
That's possible too. So pretty cool. So that's coming up, folks. That is really the stuff there. Exciting, big plans for the future that you never saw coming. Many people thought at the end of December last year that the team was going into doing small initiatives. And last year kind of wrapped up with some of the communications at small initiatives. But no, these are big plans, folks, that are coming. Not small things. These are big things. And, of course, they're all focused on adding value to Axion stakers. So I think that's what people have been wanting, and people are going to get it. And I think they're going to be very happy with the direction the team's taking. So I'm very excited. Hats off to the Axion core team for just this innovating thinking, and we can't wait. I'll be doing a show after that, of course, after they've announced that, and we'll have a good session on that. We'll discuss it. We'll have feedback on it. And, of course, there'll be a lot of fun too. All right, so let's get on to the Axion price. The Axion price, of course, just sitting around here waiting for takeoff. Of course, I've got my green arrow there. You like that, Prana? Like that green arrow? Yeah. So obviously we're waiting for this green takeoff. But, of course, after this news next week, I'm sure that people will start accumulating Axion because, man, what they've got in store is going to be such a value add in the APY there for people. Now, obviously, this is where we're at the moment. We've kind of been moving sideways, which is kind of cool. We obviously, in my view, we want to get to this number one target here. So if I take that target down, that is at quadruple 5? Is it quadruple 5? Yeah, I think it is. So cool. You know, I can't even see how many zeros I got on there. All right, so yeah, quadruple 5, and then of course we want to get up to the 8,000 mark is probably a better way to put it. I should just say 5,000 and then 8,000. It's a bit easier to say. All right, so that's where we want to get to, and of course, once we do that, we'll break the downward trend. As I say, this has got a bit of characteristics. We start off really high. We had the big payday. We had to absorb that. We then had the Diamond Stake NFT launch on this arrow here on the 29th, and just before, and then of course that absorbed a couple billion. Axion got restaked. And then, of course, we've just come down there a bit just to absorb BTC sellers and other stuff like that, a few Axion OGs. And, of course, now we're just trying to break that downtrend by starting building an uptrend. So the uptrend would really start at 5,000 and then, of course, really break that by the time we get to 8,000. You can see that, and that would form an uptrend. As you know, in crypto, 90% of the people in crypto follow the price chart. They see a nice green uptrend, they'll be starting to come in and accumulate Axion. They like to pay higher prices once the trend is up, so they're willing to pay high prices for an uptrend. So we'll be looking for that at the moment. So really, this is a really buyer's dream, especially with the stuff that's going to come out this week with the roadmap ahead. Pretty much, it's going to be super exciting. DeFi 3.0, you guys are going to be pretty stoked for sure. And man. All right, so let's get into it. And this is all very new stuff. The stuff that they're looking at, it really hasn't been done that I've seen out in a lot of projects. So I think it's going to be pretty exciting. As you see, this team, it does innovate a lot. We've seen a lot of innovations inside Warp Project. And of course, applying the learnings from these projects into new projects is pretty awesome. So looking exciting. Let's jump over to the crypto markets, holding up pretty nicely, 39,000, 2,600. That's holding in a decent pattern. Kind of, I always say, half bear market. So that's pretty cool. And we'll jump on to the Axion website now. And of course, this is the official Axion website, stake.axion.network. So your links are in the video description, stake.axion.network. We call this the portal as well, the Axion portal. It's another word for that. And of course, we've got different page. This is the main page here, the accelerator. This is where you buy and stake in one go. Of course, Axion's on the Polygon network. That's the second layer of an Ethereum. And of course, you have to have tokens go into that. You can use crypto.com. You can use KuCoin. You can use MoonPay, as Pran always says, MoonPay. And of course, you want to for a fiat gateway, you can use MoonPay. You can actually get Matic and stable coins onto Polygon. And of course, you can use those to invest, which is pretty cool. Have you used any of those three, Prana?
No, I already had it preset or pre-funded with Matic.
Okay, cool. All right, so you've got this at the moment. Of course, you can use any of these tokens to invest in Axion, Matic, Wrapped ETH, USDC, DAI, Wrapped Bitcoin, and Chainlink. You can choose any of those. I always like to choose the advanced tab, and you can put in the amount you want to spend. And of course, longer pays better. If you want to understand the Axion staking, just longer pays better. Similar to how other projects work with longer pays better, but amongst the CD market. And of course, you can stake from a minimum of 120 days up to 5,505 days. Every year that you stake, you get a 1% bonus through the accelerator. So 1 year will be 1%, 5 years will be 5%, 15 years will be 15%. You can see this is 555. That's 15.2 years. So you get 15% bonus out of the accelerator. Here is the big bucket of Axion. Now, as the price of Axion goes up, this will actually go down in value. Plus, with some of the announcements going to be made coming up, and of course some community voting that will result, this could change over time. Okay, so just take into account this is the current format at the moment. So there are changes coming. So it's going to get exciting, folks. So we're going to be really cool. All right, so far we've got 3% sold in there, but that's all you have to do. Choose the token, put the amount that you want to invest there, and the longer pays better. So you got the first bonus is the accelerator. That's especially through the accelerator. You get that up to 15%. Big payday bonuses are all there too. You can see they're all ticked. As long as you're staked for the next 3-4 years, you'll get them all of those stakes. They're 350 days each, so 350, 700, etc. You just add on 350, and you'll get all of those. They're all ticked green there. On top of that, of course, you're going to get your particle NFT. This is a real huge bonus. Gives you 1 in 25 chance, 1 in 25 chance, or 4% of a chance of winning a bonus investment. At the moment, that bonus value is $1,315. Okay. So it's pretty awesome. You don't know what you're going to get in terms of the particle NFT. It's a random thing between 1x, 2x, 3x, 4x, 5x, or 10x, which is really rare, times your initial value with a maximum of 50 million Axion. So it's pretty awesome. And then on top of that, of course, you're going to earn, when you actually take all those bonuses, you stake it. You're going to swap your Axion over for shares. Shares determine how much of the reward pool you get. So you get 8% Axion inflation per year, Plus, on top of that, you earn wrapped Bitcoin dividends based on how the accelerator sells out. So if 10 people go into the accelerator and they spend, say, $50,000, then that will mean so much wrapped Bitcoin dividends go back to buying a wrapped Bitcoin on the market and then giving it back to you, the staker. So once you stake, you start earning wrapped Bitcoin dividends. Pretty neat. Gives you an estimate of that down here based on the accelerator selling out. Now the accelerator has all different sellouts each day. It's different every single day, and of course that's some of those. There will be changes around that coming up in the tokenomics. So just take that into account. At the moment, when someone invests say $1,000, $550 goes and buys Axion on the market and it burns it. So you actually help support the price longer term. The second thing, of course, is 35% go to wrapped Bitcoin dividends. So that would be $350, and that goes back to stakers. And then the 15% remaining goes to the Axion core team to help do marketing, product development, etc., stuff like that. And some things are going to change around that with the tokenomics. So stay tuned next week. Like I say, a lot of big news coming next week. It's going to be super, super exciting. Stay tuned for Axion Official on YouTube. As I say, you don't want to miss it for sure. Spread the word, folks. If you know people that have been in Axion for a long time, they may have been a bit quiet, spread the word to them. Just tell them what's coming up. Of course, if you've got new people out in other communities that you think, hey, this is good stuff, give them a heads up. Let them know about Axion when it comes down. So there'll be official announcements about this. And of course, you can spread the word. Really do encourage you. 5 people, 10 people, just get the word out there. And because this is going to be really, really awesome. And of course, having a big start there is going to play a major, major role. Now, if you're watching this after the live stream, of course, get out there, folks. Tell your friends on different projects. Send them little notes on Telegram, Discord. Get the word out there, Twitter, you name it. Get out there and spread the word because it's going to be pretty cool when the announcements comes up. So nice. Let's jump over from the accelerator there. That is the way you invest. Just click stake. Your stake will show up on the stake page. You'll have your dollar value. You'll have the amount of shares that you have once you stake your Axion. And then, of course, you'll be able to withdraw wrapped Bitcoin dividends at any time, which I think is a really cool feature. And on top of that, you'll have your stakes down the bottom there. You'll get your particle NFT, which is a bonus through the accelerator. And, of course, that will show up here. And if you want to use it, you can put it into the collider here. That will give you a 4% chance of winning. And the cool thing about this is that you can actually increase the amount of shares that you get. So every year that you stake Axion, you get 20% more shares, over 300% more shares. That's the main game. The more shares you have, the more the reward pool you get. That's pretty much that simple. So you engage the collider, bam, and you got a 4% chance of winning. That's 1 in 25. And we're going to check out some of the results on that later on. So very, very cool. Those are the 4 main pages, folks, when you get into Axion. There's a lot more coming next week, and you're going to see there's going to be quite transformative for Axion moving over the next year. And some of it's going to roll out, just like normally when you roll out a map, it's going to roll out that like that. Launches, of course, you get early access to lots of cool projects, pre-sales, discounted prices, all sorts of stuff like that. And the latest one, of course, was Legion. And, of course, that's going to be launching on Binance Smart Chain soon. And, of course, Warp has already been around for how long has Warp been around, Prana? Maybe 50 days?
I think since January.
January, yeah. So Warp's really progressing well, and they've got so much happening in Warp. It's really positive. Luxy, of course, is really awesome too. We're going to talk a little bit about Luxy. That has its NFT marketplace is going to be launching soon. I would say it's pretty imminent within a week or two is my guess. You heard much about that, Prana?
Yeah, I'm still waiting for it. I don't know when it's going to come out, but just be patient with it.
I know that they're doing server updates at the moment, and it's expected to be out by the end of Q1. So we're currently in March. Well, we're March the 12th. So I would say 2 weeks is fair call. It could be as early as next week, actually. They've currently got a server maintenance out. This could be a really good lead up, folks, if you're looking at picking up a good chance. Once again, do your investment due diligence, but they're about to launch their NFT marketplace public, and that's going to be pretty huge for this project. Their value is held up really well through all the dips and stuff. So I'm pretty excited about Luxy. Currently worth about 14 cents, could be worth over $1 easy with these NFT marketplaces. Obviously not investment advice, but check it out. It's worth checking out. Obviously, a lot of Axion people have got lots of Luxy, and of course, they've been enjoying that too. I know that Crypto Casino talks about it a lot, which is pretty cool. And the other thing, of course, Babel as well is on the ETH chain. And of course, that looks like they've got stuff in store as well. They're going to be challenging the Netflix market, so going into streaming and source. That's a medium-term project, 2-3 years before they get the initial product stuff up. So we'll be watching them too, and that's pretty exciting. So Axion holders have had access to all of these. I would say that these last 4 and the first one, Securitas, are really top, really good opportunities. Direwolf, of course, has probably the only one that's not really delivered, and Sleepy Sloth was a meme coin. So that's kind of where that is. But these top 5 here have been really good. Axion's also looking at doing 2 of these a month. Can you believe it? On top of everything else that's coming out next week. So that's huge access to really good projects early, pre-sales, IDOs, discounted prices, lots of good stuff like that. And of course, all the partnership benefits that have potentially come from that. Obviously, with Axion, with the Curatants, the first launch partner, we did KYC through them. So that's pretty cool. Some of these projects need KYC, know your customer, which is kind of like a simple ID system, and others don't. So it's pretty neat for that. All right, let's get into the chat there. We've got a few comments. Oblio says, oh no, not a Matic fee. Yeah, so some of the premium fees have Matic fees. Of course, they pay for marketing and staff costs. Stan says a perfect cup. Yeah, it's going to end up be a perfect cup and handle, that's for sure. And looking like a bottom finally. I think so, Kim. It's going to be pretty exciting what's coming out next week. So spread the word, folks, when the announcements do come out. Nicholas says, is Axion planning first credit card on DeFi industry and the possibility to use our stakes on a credit mode to buy anything? Technically mind-blowing DeFi. Well, I don't know if they'll be doing it themselves, but because credit cards actually a pretty complicated regulatory activity. But you never know. Partnerships is probably the way that might occur. So stay tuned there, Nicholas. Stay tuned. Do you know which day it will be live stream and AMA comments? I think it's Monday. So stay tuned for that. We'll actually check the we'll check Discord, but I think it's Monday. And Prandi, do you know much about that? It's Monday, I think, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, well, whenever the team is ready, so I'm not in a rush. So.
When the team is ready, it's next week, but it could be Monday. Let's put it that way. Brian says, just pay attention to Axion Discord, Twitter, and or Telegram. Well done. Woohoo! All right, so that's, folks, that is the Axion. And, of course, we've got the dashboard at the top there. It gives you the overall features there. You can see that on the market at the moment, you can buy Axion at 26,000, but you can get Axion through the accelerator with all the bonuses at 25,000. So you get a nice little discount there. Very, very cool. 1 ETH in Axion in the accelerator will get you 113 million Axion. That's a mind-blowing amount, of course. And on the Sushi Swap market price, there's 94 million. So you get huge benefits if you do a 555 stake there through the accelerator. Just remember that. All right, so cool. What do we got? The total supply here, 335 billion Axion. We've got, as I said, I've gone through all these numbers, but we're down the bottom here is the burn number, 37.5 billion Axion burn. That's pretty awesome. This is what we've been doing the last couple of days, actually last 7 days. I think it's the last time I did an update. We've definitely gone up a couple 100 million, I think, from the looks of this. Let's have a look what the last 7 days have done for the burn. So, like I say, 55% of Axion, when it gets bought through the accelerator, goes and buys Axion off the market and burns it, which helps to support the price longer term. So, definitely pretty cool. So, 7 days. I think this is the last one. I'm not even sure which one. 115, 27, 25. I think I did those two there, didn't I? So 420, 15, 15, 60, 93, 106, 133, 160. So 160 million burned in the last week. That's pretty awesome. Let's go report that in the Discord. I love to do this. My favorite section, burn, baby, burn. So we're going to jump into Discord there and post that, burn, baby, burn. And what did I say? 160 million Axion burned last. Got the capitalization there. Last week, I guess. Last week. Total burn now. Boom, Axion. I love it. All right, cool. Well done, everybody. So burn is happening. This is Axion that's been bought on the market through the accelerator and destroyed. So pretty cool. Well, it's kind of destroyed. It sits in the top wallet. We just treat it as destroyed because it's gone to a dead address. Very cool. All right, so that's looking good there. Put some fire on that as well. And we'll post some fire emojis. I always love this part. Very cool. And let's get on to it. So nice. We'll put that heart in there. That seems like the way to go. And with the Axion heart, makes sense. All right, cool. Let us finish. So that is the burn, folks. Very cool. And the other thing, of course, is Axion has also got NFTs. So Axion's NFTs, non-fungible tokens. A non-fungible token is something that is a smart contract that represents something that's special or unique. So unlike a token, it's got special features to it and parameters that you can have to it. So we've got 6 of those in Axion. We've got the OG Polygon NFT. We've got the Diamond Stake NFT. Now, if you want to get a 5% bonus through the accelerator every time you use it, this is the NFT to get, the Diamond Stake NFT. So if you're looking to build up a position in Axion, maybe you say, hey, I like what Axion's doing, especially after you hear what's coming up with Axion Official this week, with the rollout for the rest of the year and so forth. You can then build up a position. Owning this would actually give you a 5% bonus every time you stake. And so that's pretty awesome. Let's see what the price is of this at the moment, just while we're at it. So $207 is the cheapest price at the moment. So that's pretty good value. If you're looking at a multi-$1,000 investment, such thing, this might be something you want to look to buy before you go to the accelerator, pick up 5% bonus more. So if you're doing 10,000, something like that, 5,000, maybe this starts to look economic to you. So just think about that. You have to do a spreadsheet and work that out. But very, very cool. We got the OG 555 NFT. We've also got the Supernova NFT. This was the first ever NFT. And of course, this there's only how many of these? 20? 10. 20 of these. Let me see how many. 39, 40. There's 40 of them. Yay! So they're pretty awesome. The cheapest one at the moment, $777. These are collector's items. This is the first ever NFT for. These were the last 40 people, I think it was, to enter the Axion's auctions. I think it was auctions. Yeah, but Collider, I can't remember now. On the Ethereum chain. So pretty cool. Now this is the latest one, of course. The latest artwork is this one, and this is the LP replenishment. Of course, this ends in about 3 months, I think. And of course, these people provided liquidity back in the early days, and it was pretty awesome. And they've just been given this cool little emoji here. So very nice. I was just checking to see if there's sound effects on there. So that's currently worth $2,072 at the moment, which is pretty cool. All right, so or at least the offer price. And then finally, we've got the OG 555 100 mil in NFT there as well. So those are the NFTs, folks. Very, very cool. You can see that under the Axion NFT ecosystem. It's pretty cool. 6 items, 1,600 owners, and the last traded volume is over 20 Ethereum so far, with the floor price at 0.075. So it's pretty cool. Let's quickly check the other one there. I think I've got the watch list. Let me just check this. So the Axion Collider. If you want to, instead of going to the accelerator to get colliders, you can buy them on OpenSea, and of course you can use those in the collider. So you just got to make sure. I wouldn't pay probably more than 6% of the estimated outcome on these. Because you get a 4% chance of winning. So you might pay a little premium. What do you think, Prana? Oh, Prana's disappeared. Where's Prana there? What happened there, Prana? You fell off.
No, I was trying to play around with the StreamYard
All right.
settings.
That's so good. So yeah, have you? I was just going to say I'd probably pay the most I'd pay is a 6% premium for a Axion Collider on OpenSea, because you got a 4% chance of winning. So you might pay a little premium to buy it. Is that fair call?
Yeah, that makes sense. But I see a lot of people paying overpaying for these particle NFTs.
Oh, you do? Okay, yeah. Cool. I used to watch them all the time, but I haven't watched them as much now.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Kim says, hopefully that whale who was dumping with respect will decide to stop his dumping now and enter the big. Yeah, that's true, actually. So we did have an Axion OG whale that decided to scale out. I'm not sure if they're fully scaled out, actually. I might check that tomorrow, Kim. Good point. And more burning than Justin Sunstron. Well, once again, it's a good opportunity, and it looks like the price has stabilized. Look, we've been moving pretty much in this range for quite a while now, actually. Let's have a look how long we've been in this range. I'd say about here, the 24th. So, we've been in this range, and in fact, we're above the bottom for, over 2 weeks now. So looks like we've kind of got a cool bottom. And of course, when the news comes out, the announcements, I think people will be pretty excited about what Axion's going to do to add value to Axion stakers. So people will be encouraged to buy Axion, stake that Axion, and invest in the platform, because a lot more added value is coming. As I always say, you get 8% inflation, you get wrapped Bitcoin dividends, you get value from the launch pad with new IDOs, pre-sale, discount prices, all the extra value. And then on top of that, you've got what's coming next week is on top of that. So there's a lot of value adding up, folks. And the top part there is a DeFi 3.0. So it's time to get excited. Definitely spread the word. And let's get an awesome attendance for the Axion official announcements, and that's going to be pretty awesome for that. I'm pretty stoked. Woohoo! I just want to stay stuck, but I'm not allowed, so I'm not going to get in trouble. All right, so cool. All right, let's go jump over to this. So we've gone through the NFTs, and I just wanted to get into the announcements that we had, and Prani might be able to help me with this, because we had the Axion Legend Nano giveaways on Axion Official. and these were the winners. So we had Marex Posepko. So if you're one of the winners, let us know in the chat, because congratulations to you. We had Michelle from Australia. So Marek says, this is only the beginning. Let's go Axion. And Michelle, man, I guess they didn't even know how right they were, because what's coming up next week is pretty exciting for Axion. So definitely check that out on Axion Official, as I say. Coming up this week, it's going to be cool. Michelle from Australia says, I love Axion. So all these people won a Axion branded Ledger Nano. And of course, Mitchell from Australia says, I love Axion, offers a base 8%, actually much more than that. Launchpad for amazing new products, which stakers get discounted first dibs buying, has built in its dedicated community, and you get daily Bitcoin divs. It's one to watch for 2022. Absolutely. And what's coming out next week, you don't want to miss. It really is a very funky, cool DeFi 3.0 roadmap coming. It's going to be lots of fun. Axion is the best, says Home Night. Obviously, all these people won one of these ledgers. Wealth of information. Love you guys, says Beryl. Mark B says, love the community engagement from Axion team and hard work they put in to the project. Very bullish for the long term. Absolutely. And man, after next week, you're going to feel pretty bullish as well. Salam says, CD token, launchpad, and more to come. Very bullish. Keep the good work, team. And Peter Hawk 71, I have been an Axion since the early beginnings when we launched, and even though everything has gone to trash, well, almost 2 years later, we're still here, and the team keeps working hard to improve the project. With all the new items in line, I'm bullish. We will pull through and take this project to the promised land. Go Axion, do this. So, that second part is definitely more positive. But man, there's good stuff coming next week, folks. So spread the word. That's all I can say. Victor Lujan says, all in for the bull run since its began. And, of course, Tesfaye says, long-term project with strong development. Finally, Novus Primo says, love Axion because community and earnings I get. Now, the thing is, there was going to be 5 winners, and it looks like they got 10 winners there. So congratulations to all of you that won the Axion branded Ledger Nano. That helps your crypto security, which is a big, big thing. So nice. There's an image of one of those. Looks really cool, actually. You've won one, haven't you, Prana?
Yeah, but they had a difficulty sending it out to me, so they actually made me a deal where I could get it in USD value. So I ended up getting USDC instead, and then bought my own ledger that way.
Oh, cool. That's how good Axion is, though. Really helping you out with that. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Very cool. So that's some of the cool stuff, folks. Obviously, Axion Twitter's been inactive. We're not going to go through that tonight, but we're going to jump through quickly to a Sunday Swap, and we're going to jump away from Axion. This is Sunday Swap, obviously. Not Sunday Swap. We're not going to Sunday. We're going to Luxy. Look at Luxy. Sorry, Luxy NFT store. Of course, this is not on Cardano. The other one's on Cardano. Sunday Swap. But we're going to Luxy, which is obviously going to be launching the NFT marketplace within Q1. So that means basically within the next week or two. And of course, they've actually done a Luxy server under maintenance at the moment. And of course, they'll be unavailable. So that could be a big hint to an upgrade for to be able to get the turnover on their server. So very exciting coming up there. I also think that the Luxy price, if we jump out of Axion's price here and we jump on to Luxy, it's actually holding up spectacularly well when we had the crypto dips there with the Ukraine and stuff. So let's quickly check that out before we go. So let's push this in here.
They got that stable coin paired, so
yeah, so this is where Axion wants to go. So Axion's kind of targeting if Ethereum gets to $4,000, then Axion wants to move its liquidity from Ethereum on Polygon to USDC or DAI, one of those two. So that will give a lot more underlying stability to the Axion price. So that's something that's going to be looking on the market there too. So if you're looking for saying that they should go to a stable coin, they are looking to do that. I think stable coins are probably better for certificate of deposit projects. What do you think, Prana?
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
So obviously Hex is like 85% in USD pair, so I think it kind of makes sense to me. So yeah, here is they've been holding up pretty well. So on the daily here for Luxy, and man, they're actually looking really attractive. They have really good yield farming too, rewards. I know that Crypto Casino, if you check his channel out, he covers he's actually got yield farming in there. I'm actually looking at it myself, to be honest. I think it's actually probably a really good time.
I'm doing it as well.
Yeah, are you doing it?
Yeah, I'm doing it too.
Oh, cool. And you've been enjoying it?
Yeah, because I've been doing it since January or maybe even December.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. So that's all the way back here in this price zone. Okay, cool. So hey, folks, the NFT stores platform is about to launch in the next week or two. This could be a really nice pickup. Obviously, do your own investment due diligence, but knowing that something's coming with a couple of weeks ahead is normally pretty good Yeah, not only that, they have good yield farming, and they have one-side staking now as well. So you can actually stake the Luxy tokens. I think it's about 9.95% APY. Is that correct, Prana?
Yeah, I think that's about right also. But I
And
compared to the other way with the paired staking,
yeah,
it doesn't that return doesn't seem that good, but you're taking less risk just doing single staking.
yeah, agree. And so with the liquidity pair, the actual returns about is it 250% APY at the moment on the yield farming LP tokens?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so that's pretty terrific, right? So it's actually what made me look at it. I go, wow. Now, is that going down over time as they're looking to reduce the amount of Luxy they're giving out per day? Because that's kind of how they do that, right?
Well, the liquidity mining or the yield farming is only going for 1 year. So, and they have like 4 different pools throughout the year. So the first pool, which was for 3 months, it just recently finished, and it keeps on dwindling down for each successive pool. So I think the first pool was like 3 million or something like that Luxy tokens, and the next one is the current second pool is probably only 2.5 million, and it keeps on dropping to a total of like 10 million at the end of the year and combined total.
Okay, so yeah, it's getting rarer over time. So I really like the tokenomics model. Pretty attractive yield farming at the moment, and of course one-sided staking as well. If you want like a 10% gain on that, that's just on Luxy tokens. You could buy Luxy tokens and put them in staking, earn 10%. Kind of offsets a little bit of the price volatility too. So I'm expecting this could really rally, and of course I could easily see this doing over $1. And of course, once again, not investment advice, but check it out. If you know a major NFT platform's coming, that could be very, very cool news to be able to act upon. But once again, not investment advice. 14 cents per Luxy at the moment. Cool. The other thing I wanted to talk about was the Warp project. The price is sitting at $178 at the moment. And of course, that's been holding up pretty well around 180 actually. I know that the supply has stopped increasing. Is that right, Prana?
Well, what is it? The warp keeps on increasing because of the liquidity pools. Whenever you're staking, so I don't. There's no more bonding, but the warp keeps on increasing anyway. In other ways.
Yeah, this price has pretty much been at 180 for over 2 weeks now.
Yeah,
that's really good. If you're going to play this game, $180 is actually really good on that. And of course, Warp is up here. You can check out the latest. Of course, they've got Starship battles coming. We have covered this already. That's coming up. Starship racing, Star expeditions, ship lending, community factions, multi-chain integration. So obviously, Warp is a GameFi project. That's a game mixed with decentralized finance. And of course, you can stake and on planets and earn a good APY on that. How's your ships going on that, Prana?
Yeah, so I still have a ship staked on Medius, which is the 3rd planet. And that's the one, that's getting still pretty good APY, even compared to the 4th planet, which is the latest one that got released, which is just called Faroon. They're both pretty similar in APY. Okay,
let's have a look at those planets now. Yeah, so Faroon was the one there. Wow, that's cool. So that's got a 606%, and it's got a couple of moons. I think we counted 3 moons on that last time. And of course, we've got a Midas at 597, actually pretty close. We've got Proxima B at 299, and then Earth at 70%. So let's actually go to the staking pages where you stake on these. Of course, you have to get ships, folks. You have to buy ships, fuel cells, things like that. But it really is a bit of a fun game. And of course, this is just the beginning there. Still in season 1. Season 2 is going to open up a whole ton of new gamification, ship battles and things like that. So it's going to be pretty cool. Now, what's actually the payout? So 0.4% per every 8 hours is the payout on Earth. So 0.4, so 3 times higher on Proxima B, 0.12%. That's pretty good. And of course, Midas is 0.17, so that's even better. And of course, Faroon 0.17. So these 2 planets are the same at the moment. Interesting. And so, where's your ships?
So I have a ship that is still on Earth. And then another one on Medius. So I'm not staking on Earth at all. I'm just leaving the one on Earth. It has fuel on there to get to the next planet, but I'm thinking of saving that fuel for the the special features like the space races and the battles.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so you're actually well positioned there. Now, did you fly your ship to Medius or did you buy a ship at Medius?
No, I flew it from Earth to Proxima B, and then I bonded, and I was lucky to get a fuel cell on my first try.
Oh, wow.
Because I actually won a free Starship from the Las Vegas Inferno.
That's right, yeah. Congratulations, yeah.
Yeah, and that came with the fuel cell for those, those free giveaway ships. So that was able to get to Proxima B with the included fuel cell, and then I, on the first try, I got a fuel cell, which is what I was looking for when we did bonding. So that's how I got to Proxima. I mean, not Proxima B, to Medius.
Wow. Okay. Awesome. Well, that sounds pretty good. Sounds like you're doing well. So have you been calculating your APY? Like you've been put it in a spreadsheet, or you just
no, I don't do anything like you do. Go down.
You just keep mining, and accruing.
Yeah, I just check the price and make sure it's staying pretty good price.
Yeah, well, like 2 weeks, it's been pretty much $180, so that's pretty awesome. Yeah. I noticed that the supply is only up a little bit, so that's mainly from mining now. So $5,075 total supply. The backing is $848. That's based on circulating supply. So let me just do the math on the actual backing by total supply. So the treasury is now sitting at, it's still around about 1.5 million. So 1,492, 419. So sitting, that treasury is going to be leveraged, right? So they're going to be earning income off that to support the project.
Yeah, so, and that's a sneak peek of probably what Axion is going to do with DeFi 3.0.
Hey, how do you know that? Hey, you never know, folks. It could be in there, So $294 is the actual asset backing behind the total supply at the moment. Let's not listen to what Prana is saying. All right. So, hey, there could be a little golden nugget there. We're not going to confirm or deny what Prana was talking about. But, hey, so there we are. So $294. And what did we say? The price was $178. So, really, it's kind of $116 below asset back value at the moment. So interesting. Markets will do what they do regardless of the asset backing. Obviously, it's indirectly backed, but that treasury can be leveraged. So pretty exciting stuff there. Awesome stuff, folks. I think that's pretty awesome place to wrap up there.
And those warp tokens might be useful for the future in gameplay, because right now they're getting away from the Ohm protocol and focusing on gameplay. So it's really no longer an Ohm fork, basically, right now, even those using their code, because there's no more bonding going on. And it's, like I said, it's strictly they're focusing on gameplay right now.
Okay, fantastic. That sounds awesome. What a great place to finish. Thanks, Prana, for dropping by. And, of course, everybody out there, folks, as I say, Axion's exciting, big plans for the future that you never saw coming is coming this week. Spread the word. Stay tuned for the announcements on Telegram and Discord from Axion. You're going to love what they've got planned for a DeFi 3.0 for Axion. It's going to add a lot of value to stakers. Axion, grab some Axion, stake it, do your investment due diligence first, of course. Get in there, folks. Going to be a lot of excitement. And I will be doing a live stream after, of course, the announcements, and we will be talking about all the highlights, of course. There we are. It tells you I can keep secrets. Maybe Prana can't, but I do. There we are. All right. Bye for now. Take care. See ya.